look at me on my phone again right at the start of the episode.
Shablam wham, thank you, ma'am.
I'll figure out which one to post later. I need to stay focused. I need to lock in for the Shablammers.
We got a task at hand. We have to complete that task before we move on to the next one.
I need to stop around.
Stop fucking around and put on your glove. Your fingerless glove with the fringe. Ooh. We got it in there.
Very drama.
Oh my gosh.
You know those guys with tattoos with like the rings around their arms?
Oh, yeah. Is that a fisting thing?
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's a fisting thing.
That can't be though, because so many people have that.
That's how much they've gone into a guy before.
But I feel like straight guys have it too.
I had a situation recently where I think I was out with a friend and we saw a guy who had those rings and we went up to him and asked him about it. And he was like, oh, I got a ring for like every year of my life, like a tree.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think most people do it like that.
I don't think so. It also made it look like he had fisted people like incrementally.
Oh, well, that's probably how it would work if you're like practicing that, I would imagine.
I know. Practice makes perfect. And if you want to improve, you have to practice.
Yes, that is true. How many tattoos do you have? Have we talked about this?
I don't know. Well, first of all, we should introduce ourselves to the audience.
Oh, right. What's your name?
I'm Lorelei.
And I'm Annie Biotixx. Hi.
And we are a Los Angeles drag duo.
Mm-hmm.
We are here on our podcast
called Shablam.
Right. And we're getting down to the bottom of the lifestyle, the culture, the philosophy of life, the meaning of life.
Yeah, we're two working drag queens in the city of Los Angeles, pursuing our dreams, living our lives. We're doing it together. We want you along for the ride.
Tattoos. I have 1, 2, 3. 3.
3 tattoos.
Yes, ma'am.
You had to count them? You didn't know that?
I kind of forgot, low-key.
What's your favorite one? Or what was your first one and favorite?
My first one is right here on my hip. It's the Jedi symbol from Star Wars.
Oh, wow.
And I got it when I was 17 and I was living in Spain and I got it without my parents knowing. So it needed to be small and it needed to be somewhere where they wouldn't normally see. And so I put it like covered right by my underwear line.
See, that's a fact that a lot of people probably don't know about you. You're a big Star Wars fan. I always find that surprising.
Not as much anymore. I kind of hate like the Disneyfication of the Star Wars franchise.
Okay.
But when I was growing up, I was a really big fan of like the original trilogy. Like I loved.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, that was a household favorite for sure for me and my brothers. So like we were Star Wars kids.
See, my family, my dad, like no one was into sci-fi stuff. We didn't watch Star Wars, Star Trek. So I didn't see any Star Wars movie until like my senior year of high school. Yeah. And that was one of the like new ones, whenever like Jar Jar Binks.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that was like a scandal.
Yeah.
Because they were like
not well liked.
Because they were like he's racially charged. That's what people thought.
Oh, really? Look it up. We gotta fact check this. We don't want to get sued by Jar Jar Binks. Leave a comment below, Jar Jar Binks, if you're watching. Do you remember what they said? We had to do a Star Wars theme number for our So True Think You Can Host competition finale randomly. They sprung that on us last minute. I was like, what? And then we had to do a Night of 1,000 Marta Bichus, where we had to do a number that Marta Bichu had once performed and made famous.
Okay. So there were allegations that many aspects of Jar Jar Binks' characterization were reminiscent of the blackface archetypes in minstrel shows, while academic Paul J. Ford suggested the character is a laid-back clown character which utilized stereotypes of Afro-Caribbean people.
Whoa.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I like heard that. So I was like, that's why it came to me in that moment. And I just wanted to double check Shablammers because we're trying to get better about, if we're going to get anywhere closer to a Peabody,
we got to fact check.
We need to come correct.
Yes.
No shade.
Hello.
We've peddled some conspiracy theories on this podcast.
We have, once or twice.
It's
been known to happen.
It needs to end.
Okay, I don't know about that, but maybe there'll be fewer and far between.
Okay, no shade.
Anyway,
I don't have...
Yes. What?
A compromise.
Yes, of course. I don't have any tattoos.
Not a single one.
Not a single one. My boyfriend, as you know, hey, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Has a bunch. He's covered in them.
I know. Do you think you'd go to hell if you got a tattoo? Is that what it is?
No, it wasn't. Like, my brother has a bunch. My little sister has some.
Should we get a tattoo that says Shablam?
Oh, that's the thing. There's nothing I want on my body permanently yet.
You don't want Shablam on your body?
I don't know.
That's so rude to the Shablammers, to the 80 or so people who come in and view our fucking podcast. That is so fucking rude.
Hey, once we get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, maybe then I'll talk about getting a tattoo.
Okay, wait. So make sure you get your friends to subscribe. You heard it here first, because if we get to 100 subscribers, Annie and I are going to get matching Shablam tattoos. No shade.
Let me get my ears pierced first, bitch. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that you don't even have your ears pierced.
Baby steps.
How are you auntie and you don't even have...
I don't know. Well,
Her
you know,
ears
my
pierced.
grandma had clip-on earrings her entire life.
She never got her
She
ears
never
pierced?
got her ears pierced. I wish I would have saved her collection. That would have come in handy.
Yeah, right?
Nope.
Damn.
Grandma Lorraine, R.I.P.
Well, before we continue any further, we need to address something.
Oh, yes. Let's get into this,
Let's get
y'all.
into this. So we say at the start of every episode that we're a podcast based in Los Angeles here at the beautiful Petty Cash Studios.
Yes.
We're on the other side of town from the ICE raids that have been happening across Los Angeles this last week. We're a little bit late because it happened after we recorded our last episode.
Right.
But we felt, as a podcast that mentions living in Los Angeles, we did an episode on Santee Alley.
Yeah.
We benefit off of communities that are currently being targeted by this administration. And we just want to make it very clear that we stand by our neighbors. And we don't believe that anyone is illegal on stolen land. There's no such thing as an illegal person.
No.
And we just wanted to make our stance on that really clear.
Yes. ICE, Trump. This is bullshit what is going on right now. They're spending $134 million to send like the National Guard and Marine troops to this city that doesn't need, no one wants that here. We don't need it. That money could be going to like fire relief in Los Angeles. That money could be going to the unhoused population that is here. That money could be going to any number of things, not that. It's unnecessary. It's bullshit. Ugh.
Yeah, not only that, but it's cruel, and it's terrorizing local communities and
local businesses. Like there are bars downtown, Precinct, Kiso. We have a curfew in Los Angeles in downtown, and these bars are not able to stay open past 8, and they're losing business. People are losing their livelihoods because of this.
Yeah, we wanted to mention this because we know that we also have some listeners who don't live in Los Angeles, whether it's because you've seen me on the road, or you know Annie from wherever, or you know both of us, or you're just tuning in from wherever you are.
Yeah.
We wanted to give you a glimpse of what it's been like for us, like living in Los Angeles. And I have designers, I have friends who live in downtown, and I meant to go into downtown this last Monday just to get some stuff from a designer friend of mine. I couldn't even get off of the fucking freeway because the police were blocking off every single exit getting off into downtown. And now what they're doing is they're checking IDs as people are coming off the freeway. It's
scary.
Really intense. And we just wanted to remind everyone to stay vigilant and to stay active. And we wanted to make our stance clear on that because we've had many episodes discussing, specifically in regards to our episode of Santee Alley, a lot of those storefronts and a lot of those shops are owned by immigrants, and it's immigrant run. And it's been really devastating to see the effects that this, I don't even know what to, like, these, like, fuck.
Our neighbors.
ICE is a terrorist organization.
Yes,
ICE is a terrorist organization, and they are just coming in and they're ruining lives.
They're terrorizing families. They're terrorizing our community, our neighbors, our city. It's not okay.
We are going to put some links down in the description box on YouTube. So if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, or you're listening or watching this on Spotify, feel free to head over to our YouTube page, where we also release all these episodes.
Yes.
And in the description of this episode, we will be putting some resources for you to look at to help these local communities, legal funds, things like that we can share with you. And, you know, the Shablammers, one thing about the Shablammers is that they're going to mobilize. They're going to mobilize for people, for the people. Hell yeah.
The Shablammers will rise up. We're not going away.
No, we will rise against fascism. Shablammers against fascism. We should make that merch.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Stay tuned, Shablammers. All right.
So let's get it, with that aside.
Let's get some good news going on in here. We need a palate cleanser. Can we talk about Project Drag? Can we get right into it?
Yes, of course.
Tell the Shablammers what happened.
Shablammers. I won!
Hey, we got another winner. That's win number 2.
Win number 2 in Project Drag. No shade. Coming out of this competition with 2 wins.
That was the semifinals too. So there's 1 week left. She is in the finale.
And I'm number 1 in the finale. No shade.
Hey, going in.
I'm in the leaderboard.
There we go.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was amazing. It was really good. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you.
You were there.
I was there. I got to see it all firsthand. I actually got to sit in the audience. I was sitting next to one of our Shablammers, Wade, and his friend Charles, right?
Okay, Wade and Charles. Shout out.
Okay.
Okay.
Got to sit next to them. They saved me a seat. Thank you, boys. And then I sat next to Mary Kate and Alex too. We had a little row. It was
Oh,
fun.
how fabulous.
Yeah, right in front of the judges.
Which is the best place to sit.
Hey.
So you can always turn around and see what they think.
Exactly. Well, now they got the shady cam back, so I didn't even have to turn around. It was lovely.
Shout out to Tony Moore and the production at Project Drag. They really are like...
They're doing it up.
Beaches Tropicana too. Like they're really doing it up. The lighting on
It's
that
really
show
cool.
is really good. All the footage that I've gotten of my numbers, like the lighting is always perfect.
Yeah.
And it's like, they just get the vibe.
I do wish there was a spotlight. That is my one beef. I don't know what is it with bars and spotlights.
I think to turn on the spotlight, it's like you need to stand in one place. They don't have a moving spotlight.
Well, it's because you have to have an operator for it too.
Yeah.
It's another expense. I get it, but it's worth it, especially in a place like that.
Mhm.
Anyway, okay. So it was semifinals. The theme was Make It Work.
I don't know what you would call it.
That's what
one
we
dress
called it
fits
for
all.
ours. Oh, one dress fits all. So all 7 contestants, there were 7 of you left, correct? You got one dress that Tony chose from some fast fashion company.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just like a basic black dress with like some frills. There's a belt, a collar,
Mm-hmm.
and you all had to create a look from said dress, and you could perform anything you want, correct?
Yes.
There were no parameters on what you performed.
No.
So that was fun because you got to actually see kind of like what performer everyone was when they had free will to do whatever they want. So we got to see like what kind of music they like or like go to perform.
Yeah, we were all kind of like
always
working
fun.
with the same like material. So it was cool
Yeah.
because it was like everyone, it was like, I think the prompt was like really showcase your style of drag. You know what I mean?
Love it.
So and try to make it as much as you as possible, I think.
And I would think, I don't know if they said this, but like kind of fit your look to that song. Because that was a note given to some of you.
Yeah, it was like you want to make a performance for the look that you make. But I mean, I would say for my performance, like I could have done that in any look, really. Do you know what I mean? I think
but this look, this is what you wore.
For it.
This looked, it worked for it.
Yeah, totally.
It like elevated it.
Why don't you tell the Shablammers what I did so I don't have to describe my own number?
All right. So first of all, you did some Gaga, your number one gal.
Hello.
Your diva of life. So Vanish Into You.
Vanish Into You.
You haven't sung in a while on the pod, have you?
Well, now you've tempted me.
Uh-oh.
You should have never.
Just did. Okay. So Vanish Into You. You hadn't performed that before, had you?
Well, I performed it for Free Clinic once.
Oh, right. Okay, good.
That was
So
my beta performance.
Yes. See, that's what Free Clinic is all about. You got a big gig coming up? Come and do a little rehearsal at Free Clinic. We'd love to see it.
Hello, yes.
Okay, so you did Vanish Into You. But before your number, there was a little bit of a stage setup. You had a full-on crew of like 4 people.
5 people.
5 people putting together your set. It was, I don't even know how you would describe it. It was basically like a huge doorway that had a plexiglass. What do you call that?
Yeah. It was
window,
it was a giant piece of plexiglass with a frame.
Yeah. So
stood up.
Literally Rose and who else was with screwing it in?
Rose and her partner, Reitner, yeah.
Ryder, were literally on stage like screwing it in with like power tools. People are like running, putting tarps everywhere. There's like towels getting thrown on stage. So everyone in the audience is like, what's going on? What's going on? It did take a little bit.
It did take a really long time. It took longer than I anticipated and longer than I'd planned, but not really. Well, not a really long time. It's not like it was like 2 minutes, but it was maybe like
at least 2 minutes.
Not 2.
I think so.
It just felt like a long time. It was probably like a minute.
I don't know, but anyway, you were last, so it was like a big closing number. So everyone was like, "What's going on? What is all this?" Tony, I feel like, was commenting about like, "Oh, I'm going to try to fill this space. It's taken forever." Or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it didn't end up not mattering because it paid off. Anyway, so you started the number, kind of like did it very serious and like punk, you know what I mean? And you got up and like did the frame with like you'd like to do closing. And then at a certain point there were different like cans of paint around the frame, and you started getting it on your hands and all different colors, and you painted a beautiful smiley face as you're lip syncing doing your number, of course. Tell me if I'm missing anything that you want to say. So then you have like, it's like a white and black paint and blue and red, and it's like a smiley face, and then you're like lip syncing behind it. And then at a certain point, I don't remember if you like wiped the paint on your face first, or you like smushed your face against the plexiglass and like kind of smeared it all over. And then so the rest of your number, you were like covered in paint. It was like everywhere was cool. And then it finished, right? Yes, finished.
Thank you for that very literal, like step by step of what the number was. Yes,
it was fun. It was. I told you it was. I think it's one of my new favorite Lorelei numbers that I've seen you perform.
Oh, thank you.
In your pantheon.
I've
seen a lot
in my repertoire.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm giving you like this little painted look today, Shablammers.
Yeah.
This is the wig that I wore,
hair,
which is why there's
why.
real paint in there, and there's also paint on the costume. But I wanted to give that jush.
Yes, and this outfit is made from that dress that we described earlier. Maybe we can put a picture of the dress.
Yeah.
So you see what it looked like first.
Yes, exactly. Well, that was the challenge, and so
yeah, and this look is really cool. It definitely is Lorelei.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Me and Tai Tees were in the top.
Yeah. So Tai Tees, I think, is going to be that's your big competition, I think, for the finale.
We'll see.
Miss Tees, if you're nasty.
And then we had Katrina Camara.
She was also in the top.
Yeah, she was safe.
I think she was in the top.
Well, they said that me and Ty were the top.
Oh. Okay, I missed that part. All right, Katrina. Oh, yeah, you're right. Katrina was safe.
And then the bottom four had to lip sync.
They all had to lip sync together. So that was Selena, Devos, SB, and Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Do we want to describe their numbers? They all just kind of did. Everyone's number was, for the most part, good.
Yeah. What did you think? I mean, I was backstage, so I didn't really see them.
I thought it was a good show. It was fun, like I said, to see what everyone would choose to perform with no parameters.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure going in like what exactly the parameters of the dress was, so I didn't know like if you were supposed to be able to tell that it was once this, you know, just using pieces of it, or if you're supposed to completely transform it. Because like a couple people, Selena, for example, it looked like she literally just took 2 black panels and glued it on some outfit she already had.
Yeah.
Now she was saying it was like all the corset that she was wearing was made from the dress. I'm like, I don't know. But then someone like Alexa, you really could. Her outfit was cool. I liked it. But
her outfit was like, you could tell it was from the dress.
Yeah.
And she took different elements from the dress and like repurposed them, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I thought Alexa was going to be in the at least safe.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the bottom. She did just kind of like a classic drag number, but it was high energy. It was fun. People liked her look. There was a guest judge. Selena wasn't there. Where was Selena? Still in DC?
So yeah, Selena's in DC.
Okay. So there was a guest judge who was a fashion designer.
Yeah. And
he's like sponsoring a prize or something.
I think so. Maybe. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know, but he liked Alexa's look.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that no one really commented on your look, did they?
People they liked my look.
But the judges didn't like give you a
yes, April was like, I love your look tonight.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, and then so 4 people had to lip sync against each other, which is always a little, that's a lot. But yeah, that stage is big, so it wasn't too bad.
And Tony made the disclaimer before. He was like, I don't want you guys battling or bumping into each other. Like, make space for each other and be generous with the stage.
And I think they did a good job of that.
Yeah, they did. They kind of took turns, like, taking the front, and giving each other their own moment, you know?
So they had to do a lip sync to a Linda Eder song. What was the name of it?
Big Time.
Big Time. Is that from a show or?
I don't know, but I love the song.
It was a good song. Now that's a good lip sync song.
Yeah.
I'll get Tony. Good job on that one. I still had never heard of it, but at least it was like fun to watch people perform.
Yeah.
So they eliminated 2 people.
Uh-huh.
And we had to say goodbye to Selena and Alexa.
The Alexa Cameron gag.
I was thinking, from the day one, I thought Alexa was going to be in the finale.
Me too.
Yeah. I thought she was going to be big competition for you.
And that's no shade to anyone who did get into the finale. Like, I think the final 5 deserve to be there. But like, I really thought from the beginning that Alexa was for sure going to be in the finale.
Yeah. She's just so polished and she's a good performer. And
she's an amazing performer.
Yeah. And then Selena also got eliminated.
Yeah.
They got to say a little speech. They thanked the judges.
Yeah, that was nice.
And then they hated Devos' number again. Should we talk about it or no?
Go ahead. It seems you've already started.
Okay, so because I don't remember what else they said to other people. Like they didn't really like. We'll go back to Devos, but they didn't really like SB's outfit. They said it was kind of basic. They really liked Ty's, what Ty did with the dress, because she did a reveal and had like a gown with like a bustier type thing.
They were like, props to you for making 2 dresses.
Yeah. And Ty actually like had footage of her like sewing the dress. She's like, I want people to know that I did this myself.
Yeah, right.
Which wasn't part of
which was not part of the prompt.
But she wanted people to know, hey, it's cool that she can do that. They liked Katrina's
They like
look,
Katrina's look.
but hers did not look anything like the dress because she used like lace fabric over basically the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I couldn't recognize the original from that, but that wasn't part of the thing, I guess. Who else? Yeah, I already said Selena's. It looked like she just glued 2 pieces of black fabric on something. Devos had this like purple fabric. It was mostly purple fabric with like some of the black underneath it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so Devos did a number as is. Devos did an Adele song. And there was like a preamble. I don't remember. Do you remember if Devos said it on the mic or was it like on the screen?
I wasn't watching. I don't know.
Okay. Devos does, I've noticed this now that I've seen them perform a fair amount. They always have like a preamble or some sort of like explanation before the number, which I feel like people should use that not as often.
Yeah.
Like if you need to explain your number before you do it, something's not, I don't add that. You know what I mean? So she basically did a tribute to her late grandfather, which was super sweet. Her family was in the audience. I didn't realize. So it was very touching. She brought out this whole table, these wine glasses, a bunch of props, like this like rug for the bottom of the stage. I was like, oh, this is going to be a show. Like what's happening? She literally sat on the table and sang the ballad or lip synced the ballad as is for about 4 minutes and then got up and kind of stood. The judges said it didn't go anywhere. And I agree. Yeah, but she did an amazing job again in that lip sync finale. She like blew it out of the water.
I know, that's what she does.
Yeah.
She's a great lip syncer once it comes when she gets that like pressure, you know?
So I don't know, but so it's a top 5 for the finale. Do you want to say anything about the numbers? What else?
No.
SB. So so the final 5 are you, Ty, SB, Devos, and Katrina. Katrina is the only one who has never.
No wins.
No wins. Okay.
Devos has 1 win from a group challenge.
And then you have 2 and Ty has 3?
Yeah, and SB has 3.
And SB has 3. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
But you and Ty have never been in the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Has SB ever been in the bottom?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she just was. Okay. And then Katrina and Devos have definitely been in the bottom. Okay, interesting. And then do you want to tell people what you're going to have to do for the finale, or do you want to talk about that next week? What do you think?
We'll save it for next week, Shablammers.
All right.
But know that there's a possibility that this time next week, I'll be a Project Drag winner.
Yes, that's true.
Do you believe in me?
I do, of course.
Like, actually, genuinely, do you believe in me?
Yes, of course. I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. I want you to win.
You think I can win?
You need to get that money for
Australia. I know. I need us to get that money for
nice
Australia.
Dinner in Australia with that Project Drag cash. Yes, I'm very excited for you. I'm happy for you. I want you to win.
Okay.
But I know you're going to rub it in my face if you win that I didn't win. So that's the only thing that I'm like, you know you would.
I have a real chance, though, here, I think. I have a real chance, though, of winning, though, here.
Of course, yeah. I think you have. Honestly, I think it's between you, Ty, and maybe SB. I don't think the other 2 are going to win. I could be wrong. You never know what in a drag competition. But yeah, based on the track record of the competition, knowing the Project Drag competition, the kind of winners they like, the prizes that you're going to get from winning, I think it's between you 3 for sure.
Excellent.
But stay tuned,
Shablammers.
We will keep you posted.
Okay, no shade.
All right. We have to talk about a couple other things in our week before we get to our topic, Shablammers. So bear with us.
Okay.
But it's very exciting. We had our grand opening of Shablam Live.
Oh my gosh.
Our Hollywood Fringe show.
Yes, we did. What did you think?
I think it was a lot of fun.
I think we did a great job.
Yes, that'll become. We recorded that one. Alex and Mark were both there. Thanks, guys. They giggled over there.
Yeah.
So we recorded it. It's on a microphone. Everyone was mic'd. We had a special guest, Meatball. We had Volvin as our musical guest. And then tell the people who our cast was. Do you remember?
Yes, we had Icon Lewis, Mary-Kate Lohan, and Black Tea, all local queens here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
And we're doing another Shablam Live this week. So
Tomorrow.
So we'll have an update on that next week as well.
And if you're in LA, we have one last one on the 26th, Thursday the 26th. So you can still get tickets for that.
Yes, if you're watching on YouTube, you can go down to the description box and there's a link for our tickets there too. We would love to see you. Ticket sales are low right now too, so like it's kind of a more intimate experience really that you'd be getting if you came.
True. Yeah, we're doing sketches that the two of us wrote. We're doing some housewives, dramatic reenactments. We're of course shablamming topics and, you know, other fun surprises. So stay tuned.
Exactly.
I'm excited for show number 2. We have a whole new cast.
I know, right?
Whole new musical guest, whole new guest. It's going to be fun.
I'm excited.
It's at a 5 o'clock though, which is going to be interesting. Yeah. It's like right smack in the middle of the day. Let's see if anyone comes to a
5 o'clock drag show.
Yeah, at the Hollywood Fringe. We had some walk-ins at the opening. That was nice.
Yeah.
We got a review.
And we got 2 reviews.
Yeah.
People love the show. People love the show.
We're a hit.
Hey. Anyway.
So that was fun. We have 2 more of those. And then I had to get Free Clinic covered. So thank you, Karen Beaches and Maxine on TV.
Hello.
And then from the previous week for our tech rehearsal, I also had to get Free Clinic subs. So thank you, Marta Beachu, and You Be Stupid.
Yes.
Love you, gals. Okay. How are we doing on time now?
Really good.
What else? Oh! You were out of the city this weekend.
Oh my God, I was.
Can we please? I haven't even, we saw each other yesterday and we didn't even talk about this.
Oh my God, I know. It's true.
Tell the people how was Austin. Give us a rose and a thorn.
Texas. Well, they keep it weird.
Oh, they do. They do.
We stayed at a house that was like right next to downtown, so you could see the skyline of downtown from our backyard.
That's pretty.
It was very cool. And we performed downtown at North Italia, which is like a restaurant franchise out in like Texas.
North Italia,
yeah. It's kind of a like
Northern Italian, I would guess.
You ever been to the bistro at Nordstrom, the restaurant at Nordstrom?
No.
It's kind of like that vibe, like a bistro, yeah.
Oh, okay. Fancy.
Italian. Yeah, it is fancy. Nice. It's nice. They're really nice to us and they set us up. We like met like the regional manager who is like the manager for like every location in Texas.
Okay. It must be big because usually we do those in like big.
Yeah, it's a big spaces. Restaurant. Okay. Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. I did 2 shows. The audiences out in Austin were so nice.
Give us a rose and a thorn.
Very welcoming.
Did you get to see the city?
Oh yeah. That maybe can I say that's my thorn?
You didn't get to see the city.
Oh. I came in late Friday night and I left Sunday night. So really, it was like I had one night in Austin, and I made magic with my one night in Austin.
What'd you do?
I went out to the gay bars. I went to Oil Can Harry's. Yes. I went to Rain, I think it's called. I walked into a bar to get a shot. It was $4.
Oh, I love it.
I was like, this is what it should be.
That's heaven. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Austin. It's one of my favorite cities.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It reminded me a lot of Los Angeles.
Yeah. Well, a lot of LA people move there, to be honest. It's like a little mini Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really pretty downtown too. There was a coffee shop right next to the restaurant. So I would get there early to the restaurant and I would drop off my stuff and walk across the street and get coffee.
In drag? They probably don't care as
much. No.
I
would be out of drag. I get in drag at the venue. But yeah, like I get my little coffee just to make myself feel like a local, you know? So that was nice. And then they have pedicabs everywhere. You're going to love this story.
Okay, tell me.
So me and my friend Ellen, who's on the tour with us, she's like...
I met her, by the way.
Yes.
So sweet.
Yeah, I love Ellen.
Yeah, very sweet.
She was... we were walking between bars. We were kind of bar hopping. And a pedicab came up to us and was like, do you guys want to ride? And I was like... Wait, maybe. Oh. Like, would it be fun? I was feeling like kind of like, let's make magic here.
Hey.
Like, you know what I mean? And I was
keep
like,
it weird.
I was like, how much? Yeah, I wanted to keep it weird. And he was like, how much? And he was like $15 to get like 2 miles. So I was like, sure.
I've never been in one of those.
Oh my God, it was so fun.
Really?
Yes. And we were just zipping through downtown and he was being like fun with it and like kind of whipping us and stuff. Not in a safe way, not in a scary way. You know what I mean? And
that's cute.
Yeah, so I like paid him a little extra because I was like, that was fun as fuck. And so then I was at the club and I was texting this guy on Grindr and he was like, oh, I'm working. And I was like, oh, working so late. Like, what do you do? And he was like, I'm a pedicab driver. And I was like, well, I don't want to talk to a pedicab driver. No shade. Right now, at least.
What if it was the one that you just got off?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
That would have been a good story.
I know, right? And so then I was like dancing and doing my thing. And then the end of the night came and everybody was ordering a car home. And I was feeling my jish because I had a couple drinks. And I said, hang on. And I pulled up my Grinder
Oh!
and I messaged him and I said, can you come pick me and my friends up from Rain? And he was like, sure. Like, what's the address that you need to go to? And I gave him the address and he was like, can I do, like, would you do like $25? Like, that's half like the regular rate. And I was like, yeah, sure.
Ooh, getting a deal.
So then he came and he picked my friends up.
Was he cute?
He was like a little bit older. He was like yeah, he was cute.
Okay. Did he come into the home?
No, he did not come into the home. I did give him like a little like sugar though.
Oh.
Like not like
hand job?
No.
Oh,
Just like I made out with him and stuff a little bit. So I made out with my pedicab driver and then I was like, bye, good night. And then I went inside. But I took a pedicab from downtown Austin to the house.
I love it.
Isn't that so fun?
Was he exhausted by the end? Like, how many people were in that?
No,
bar?
all those guys are so physically fit. They're hauling people
guess.
around on a bike all day.
Ooh.
That's why I didn't want to be like chatting with him because I was like, I'm not going to be having sex with someone who's been like biking around like that all day.
Well, he could shower at your house, no?
Well, it's not my house. It's a house that belongs to all of us.
Oh, well, it didn't stop you in Dallas.
I learned my lesson in Dallas.
Oh, did people complain?
No, there were no
Okay,
complaints,
okay.
but it kind of made me feel weird that I did that. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore.
Has anyone else done that yet? I could see.
Yes, Barbara does that. Barbara does that.
Does she?
If Barbara's listening, Barbara does that. Barbara will bring trade over to the apartment or the house. No shade. She will.
Call her Barbara, please. Maybe they should call her Barbara. Thank you.
Okay. No shade.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay, so where are you going next week?
The cast is going to be going to New Orleans.
Oh, right. You're staying home to rehearse.
I'm
like
staying home to focus on the
girl.
Project Drag finale.
Okay. But, oh, man, I'm bummed you get to miss New Orleans.
I know. I'm bummed too, but I think it's the right decision.
Yeah. You can go another time. With your winnings. Hey, there you go.
Exactly. I'll take the girls out to... I'll take all the Shablammers out to New Orleans.
You should take Shanita. No, you should take Shanita.
I know. I owe Shanita a vacation.
Literally.
Yeah.
You need to get her like a hand massage at least.
I need to get her like a 3-day stay at like a hotel or some shit.
You should give her like a back. She's probably punched over like a sewing machine
for
the past 2 months.
I know. Horrible.
We love you, Shanita.
Love you, Shanita.
Okay, cool. So where are you going to be going next time you travel? Back to Texas?
I'm going to be going to Memphis, I think.
Oh, have you been?
No.
Fun.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Some
blues, some jazz.
Did you see any drag while you were in Austin that night?
Did I see any drag?
Do you all try to like check out the local drag?
Yes, we did. Yes.
Because sometimes, doesn't like Glitterous and them, sometimes they try to book it.
Yes. We did. We saw some shows.
Anyone of note?
It was kind of in passing, so I don't want to be like saying any names or anything because I didn't really get like full scope of performances. But like, I was definitely in clubs, like getting drinks at bars that were doing drag shows.
Do you remember Serendipity?
Yeah,
that drag performer. I feel like started in Austin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Isn't that where Cynthia Lee Fontaine lives?
Yes.
Performs. Speaking of, are you caught up on Drag Race?
Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
She's coming in the next bracket, no?
Yeah.
Oh, I do like her. She's fun.
She's funny.
Are you caught up or no?
Yeah.
Should we do a quick recap?
Sure.
What are you thinking of it?
I like this format a lot.
I do too. I'm surprised that I would because I didn't think that I would.
I just feel bad for the girls who only come for 3 episodes, I guess.
Yeah, but I guess a couple of them get saved by the judges or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm enjoying it, and I'll have to wait until the end of the season to decide if I really like the format. But I think they're already moving forward with doing this bracket style All-Stars thing for the season 11 already.
People are like losing their minds over this proposed like season 11 cast. Have you been seeing that?
No, what is
I
it?
haven't seen any spoilers, but I've just seen a lot of like, oh my God, this cast is insane.
Yeah, totally.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
I like this format because it gets like more queens in. And I feel like they give chances to people like Nicole Page Brooks or Phoenix who might not otherwise get it on a normal All-Star season.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's nice too that like it's only 6 people per.
Yeah.
So like we really get to dive into each of them. You know what I mean? In the storylines, and they get a little bit more screen time than they would if they were just on a regular All-Star season. You know what I mean?
Lydia is killing it.
I know, that's Mother.
Our girl from Princess.
Our girl from San Francisco, no shade. Reminder that we met Lydia B. Collins in San Francisco, and she adopted me as her daughter.
And so that when we did that she must have already filmed All-Stars when we
did her. She did. She must have already filmed it.
See, y'all, and she was still so sweet. She came up to both of us and was like, let me follow you on Instagram.
Yeah.
So sweet.
She was really, really nice.
Yeah. She's killing it.
She deserves all the success that
What if she wins All-Stars? That would be like kind of crazy. She could.
I don't know if she will. You think so?
Who do you think's going to win? I mean, that would be a gag.
I don't know. It's hard. It's too soon to say. I need to see this.
Do you have any favorites from the first two? Like any standouts? What do you think of this Mistress Georges of it all?
I'm a Mistress fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's brilliant.
I mean, that was shady down, but hey.
It was brilliant television.
Yeah.
And also, like, the rules are what you make them.
I feel bad for Carrie, though. I feel like Carrie got the short end of the stick because they kind of like.
She should have played smarter, not harder.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love seeing Nicole Page Brooks on TV, though. That was so fun.
And NPB, FAG, Nicole Honey, yeah, you know me. That was so good.
Oh my god!
When she came into the workroom with a T-shirt that said NPB, FAG.
Yeah,
that was so good.
Iconic. I have to make sure I'm following her on
Nicole
Instagram.
Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
I met Phoenix at DragCon last year, or whenever the last one was.
And
it might have been the very last one. She was nice, very sweet.
The way that might have been the last DragCon.
I mean, I don't think they're doing it in UK this year either.
Maybe they're streamlining their funds into different like things.
I feel like we should just host one. Should we host our own DragCon?
Well,
we couldn't call it DragCon.
Speaking of DragCon, we could do it with this week's topic in mind.
Is it time?
I think so.
The time has arrived. Y'all,
Shablammers,
today we are shablamming
gay cruises.
Ooh, let's go, all aboard.
Yes, Shablammers, we are going to dive into the ins and outs of going on a boat with gay men.
And women. And people.
I mean, but that's something we need to discuss.
Well, I did find out there are some specifically geared towards the lesbian fan base.
No shade.
Yes, that's why I'm kind of dressed like the Shablammers.
Do you want to?
I'm in my boat life.
Stand up and show the Shablammers.
Oh, I'm even wearing actual shoes today. Oh my god.
Oh.
See, I'm not usually the one to stand. That's you.
Oh.
See, that's why I don't stand.
She hit the light. Oh my god.
Oh.
You okay?
I think so. Luckily, this Wigs by Tunes is keeping my head safe.
Okay, no shade. I need a new unit from Hair by Wax.
Oh, I need to get one from her too. Am I still in frame? Okay.
If you're a drag queen in Los Angeles, hit up Looney or Wax for your hair needs.
Or of course, Outfitters Wigs are #1 go-to.
Of course, no shade.
Hey.
This is an Outfitter wig that I destroyed.
Oh yeah, most of mine are. I've been going to them for years, y'all. All right, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, gay cruises. Have you ever been on a cruise, gay or otherwise?
I've never been. Have you been on a cruise? I've never.
I've never been on a cruise, and I'm okay with that.
This is something I thought about for season 3. Is we should go on more field inquiries.
On location?
On location podcast recording. No shade. And we should go on a boat. We should go on a cruise. Like a 2-day cruise.
Well, we need it. We're going to Australia, so we can do at least there.
Like a day cruise?
Oh.
You're not going to be there very long, bitch.
In Australia. I know I'm not. But I meant recording in Australia.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to need to record in Australia.
I would... See, if I got booked to like perform on a cruise, I'd be more down. Because then I would know I would have like a nice room. I would be making money.
I knew a girl who... Lauren Banal like casted a show that was like on a cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
And
a while ago, like a long time ago. But like that would have been so fun is to like do a cruise. We should do a cruise with the Taylor Swift show.
Actually, you could. All right. Don't steal that, Shablammers.
Salt air. Yeah.
Don't steal that. We're doing a... Yeah, so I think I'd rather... I mean, if someone bought me a cruise, I'd be like, okay, I'll go, but...
So how do we want to begin this? Should we talk about the very first gay cruise?
The very first one that ever happened? Sure.
Well, it depends what you consider, like, technically, like, the very first one. Because the very first documented cruise with a majority gay patronage was in the 1970s. And it was, I believe it was a Norwegian cruise line. I might be wrong on that. But in the 1970s, there was a cruise line where 300 gay men all bought tickets for the same cruise at the same time. And so on this boat, it's one of those things where like any bar can be a gay bar if you bring enough friends kind of vibe. Like with 300 people on the boat, gay men on the boat, like it kind of turned into like a guerrilla style like gay cruise.
Wait,
and it was so talked about that it was reported by the New York Times on the front page,
Oh,
and it documented the experience of these gay men, and there were a few women too, and it was
uh,
mostly people under 30,
oh,
New Yorkers,
wow.
Californians, and it was people on this cruise.
Hey, how fun. Was that in 1974? The
Yes,
MS Renaissance?
I think so.
Hey, come on, Beyonce.
Renaissance.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yes. That's fun. Do you think they found out about each other by asking if they were friends of Dorothy?
I don't know. I mean, this is the 1970s. So basically what happened, I mean, this is a little bit of history about cruises as well,
Yeah.
that
Fill 'em in.
is gay or not. That nautical travel was really popular up until like the 1960s when airline travel got super popular, and it started kind of like the business for taking boats as a form of travel kind of went kaput in the 60s, because it was like, well, why would I go on a boat which has like long travel time? It's kind of uncomfortable. You're on the ocean when I can take a plane
Yeah.
and it'll get me there faster in a matter of hours. So
Right.
then the idea of, before that was like charter cruises, right? Like you would take boats out to like wherever you needed to go.
Uh-huh.
And then they transitioned into like experience cruises, like cruises that were specifically built with like the consumer in mind. So that's when we started leaning more into traditional, what you see now as like modern cruise lines and stuff. That was around the time when that kind of started happening, and they started incorporating experiences and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dining and all those wonderful things that you get when you go on a cruise.
Well, now it's like it's a full-on hotel on the water.
Well,
It's
I
like a
know.
floating hotel. It's like those
Seriously,
things are huge.
Some of these fucking cruise ships are huge.
Yeah.
That-
Do you know, the largest gay cruise that ever existed was at an Atlantis Events Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Seas. It had 5,400 passengers.
Oh my God. You see, and like Atlantis hosts like a lot of gay cruises.
Yeah, I think that's all they do, isn't it? I have the top 8 best LGBTQ plus and gay cruises for 2025 if you want to know them or guess.
Okay.
I know you like to guess.
Well, is Norwegian on there?
No. Not this year. Didn't make the cut, Norwegian. Sorry.
No shade.
Maybe next year, 2026. Try again.
Atlantis?
Yes. That's number 3.
Royal Caribbean.
Yes. That's
Okay.
number 7.
What would be number 1?
Do you want me to tell you? Starts with a V.
Tell me.
Vacaya.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's number 1. Virgin Voyages, Atlantis, Brand G, Celebrity Cruises, Olivia, Royal Caribbean, and Source Journey. Oh, but the reason I asked about Friends of Dorothy is because have you ever heard that term? Are you a friend of Dorothy?
Yes.
It was a way, do you know where it like stems or?
You go ahead. Tell the Shablammers.
So
Give them a little bit of history here.
It's like a euphemism. Obviously, Dorothy was made famous by Judy Garland in The Wizard of
Okay, no
Oz.
shade.
Judy Garland. We've talked about her on the pod before. She's a gay icon. But she played Dorothy. So back in the day, like in the 50s and stuff, when being gay was like not acceptable, was like illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Men would go up to other men and ask, "Are you a friend of Dorothy?" as kind of like a secret way to find out if that person is gay or not. And if you were gay, you'd say, "Yes, I am. Are you?"
My God, yes.
Yeah.
That's why I had it when I put my friend Caitlin in drag, and she was my drag Dorothy.
Uh-huh.
I named her Ofrenda Dorothy.
Right.
So her first name was Ofrenda, like offering in Spanish. You know what I mean? Because she was Latina, my Latina girl.
Is she going to come back and perform again?
I don't know. Well, Ofrenda Dorothy could come back to life.
Hey, we've had a drag debut last week, and we're having a drag debut this week for our Pride celebration. I love when we have a drag debut.
So
anyways,
I remember.
Oh, one more thing about Friends of Dorothy, because it relates to cruise ships. So back in the 50s, as I was saying, that is what the cruise lines would print to indicate that's like a gay event on like a straight ship back in the day. So it'd be like Friends of Dorothy Bridge Club at 4:00 on the Lido deck or whatever. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Queer history is everywhere. It's
really
just that
is.
it's hidden.
Yeah.
Because we had to be hidden.
Hello.
But now we're here.
We're here. We're queer and get used to it.
I remember I watched a Netflix documentary in 2017 that was called Dreamboat. And it like documents like the experience of gay men on like a gay cruise.
Oh, which one did it say?
Let me see.
While you're looking, did you know that only 2% of the general population say that they've been on a cruise, but 16% of LGBTQ plus travelers say they've been on one.
Yeah.
That's way more.
That's way more.
Yeah. I guess we like to cruise.
Well, I guess like it's also like we enjoy more like community specific events than like this general straight population. Because I imagine that like a cruise for like straight people is actually kind of miserable. I mean, would you even enjoy going on a cruise?
I don't know. See, that's not my like when I
being
see
stuck with the same people for like a week.
When I see pictures of like 100 guys in a pool, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to go near that.
At the same time, though, I have a friend. Shout out to Haley. Haley. Ooh. Sorry, I shouldn't say her full name. I have to stop saying full names on fucking the podcast. We'll have to bleep that.
Peach bless.
Haley, my friend Haley travels on cruise ships as like an actress and like as entertainment. And she goes to like crazy places. She went to Madagascar.
Ooh, yeah, they go to some fun places
in Africa. I was like, what?
Yes.
Performing.
I would audition for cruise ships. I never booked one all the time.
Yeah.
Actually, right before the pandemic and everything shut down, I was close to getting it was a production of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert on a cruise ship, but I would have been stuck there. Like, you know how those performers were like stuck on a boat.
Yeah.
Couldn't get off.
And you like have the little like, you don't even have the nice rooms. You have like the little like
I think that one it would have been a little nicer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I was like, thank God I didn't book that. Been stuck there for 6 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But the demand for queer cruises has increased 68% over the last 15 years. So it's like getting really like popular.
Wow. I can't figure out what boat this documentary took place on.
Oh, that's okay.
But it documented like the experience of all these different gay guys. And I remember watching it and everybody was there to do drugs, to fuck.
Yeah.
And like basically do drag. They would like have themed nights and like everybody would like get up in costumes and stuff like that. And it was very like, but it was also like they had some really heartbreaking plot lines of like gay guys who would come onto these cruises kind of wanting community, but expecting something different and then seeing what it is and then like being stuck to their rooms like all day because it's like
not what they thought.
Yes. Oof. Isn't that a bummer?
See, I get claustrophobic too. So people are talking about like windowless like inner rooms. Like I couldn't.
Not with like movement. Like the way the boat rocks, that would just drive me crazy.
I mean, a lot of people like it. We're in the minority in this.
But when you are on a cruise ship and you like take a shower, like where is that coming from?
It's like the ocean. I don't know.
But do you know what I mean? Like
it's just like reserve water. Like on an airplane, you're not supposed to like really use that water in the sink.
It's not potable.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't drink it, Shablammers. Don't drink the airplane
water.
If
you're on an airplane, do not drink the water, Shablammers.
Also, someone once told me don't get a drink with ice on an airplane because the ice is like from that water or something, or it's just like sitting in there. I don't know.
Wait, that gag?
Yeah.
Wait, Shablammers. That was a really like helpful tip. What the hell?
I don't know if it's true though. I'm just spreading lies and conspiracies, but I have heard that. I don't remember where.
Damn.
But yeah, so Shablammers, be on the lookout, be alert. Watch your ice. Fuck ice, but you know. What were we saying? Oh, more about the boat. Oh yeah. Well, in 2017, because now there are so many different kinds of cruises that they're not all like that. Like a lot of them are like rave, sex parties, whatever. But now they have, like I was saying, there's a lesbian focused one. That's Olivia.
Oh.
For the lesbians. Check
it
lesbians.
out. If you're a lesbian, leave a comment down below.
Leave a comment below, lesbians. We love you. And then there are some for like, if you want to do more philanthropic things, like when you get off, what's it called? Port of call or whatever.
Yeah.
Or they have ones that skew more towards the elder gays. So they have like pretty much anything that suits your fancy. You can find a cruise to meet it.
Oh. What kind of a gay cruise would we make? One with lots of drag, I'm sure. Well, remember when Drag Race used to do Drag Race at sea?
Did they?
They would like send like Rue girls like out on cruises. I
believe it. I mean, there
has to be a market for
drag
that.
shows on cruises is a thing.
Yeah,
especially a gay cruise. I'm sure they got to have drag shows. So we would definitely have drag shows.
I feel like a cruise is actually like, unironically, I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. A cruise is a perfect place for a drag show. It is like drag is the perfect like blend of entertainment that is non-committal enough where if like you want to like get up and leave, you can get up and leave.
Yeah.
And you can kind of come in and out and like it's so immersive, like seeing the drag queens on the boat, like it's perfect.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If I got booked to do like a drag stint or something, if it was short, I don't want to be on a boat for like 9 months.
Yeah.
But usually they pay really well.
Mm-hmm.
You probably are too young for this, but Rosie O'Donnell and her then partner Kelly in 2003 had the first cruise company specifically for queer families. It was called like the R Line or something.
Mhm.
R Family Vacations.
Mm-hmm.
But Rosie O'Donnell, isn't that fun?
Rosie O'Donnell had a cruise line.
Yeah. For queer families. So like you could bring like a Disney cruise, but for I guess gay parents and gay kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a gay family cruise.
A gay family cruise, yeah. Like a Disney cruise, but we're gay people.
So like you and I would go.
We could. I don't have any kids. I don't want to go on a cruise with kids.
We have daughters.
Oh, that's true. Because most gay cruises, it's adults only.
Mm-hmm.
As it should be.
As it should be.
Except for Shablammy. We could probably fit him. Did you find the time capsule, by the way?
I have to keep looking.
I'm going to call...
CPS?
Yes. If you lost Shablammy, I'll be very upset. At least he's easy to describe. There's not very many babies with a face tattoo.
No shade.
Hey. So Vacaya has a return rate of more than 70%. So people really like that place. It was ranked number 1. So Shablammers, if you're looking for a gay cruise, check out Vacaya. We're not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor Vacaya, come on down and give us some coin.
Well, here, let's do a little experiment. Let's see what it's like to book a Vacaya gay cruise. Let's
Oh, wait,
see
I
if
found a price. Do you want to hear the prices, Shablammers?
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
want to hear.
Hold on. I found it.
It's like
Where
LGBT
is it?
exclusive,
Okay, here we go.
basically.
Oh, this is for Vacaya. So there we go. Pricing for its week-long 2025 Caribbean... Did you say Caribbean or Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Caribbean cruise starts at around $3,200 per room for a windowless inside cabin. That's nearly
Okay.
double the cost of a regular cruise, regulars in quotation marks, for the same duration and on the same ship. So when it's not gay, or when it is gay, they basically double the price. That seems kind of illegal. Can we get our Peabody like that? Can we sue?
Oh my God, wait. Well, we could do an investigative piece about it.
I was trying to find scandals on gay cruises.
So I'm looking
Okay,
at Vacaya's 2025 Alaska cruise.
Oh, I do want to go to Alaska. I've never been.
I know. Well, I was looking at what it would be like for us to book an Alaska cruise together and do a Shablam special on that.
I hope it's under $5,000 so you can buy it for us with your winnings.
It is. It is. For an ocean view stateroom,
Yes.
we can get it for just under $2,000 per person. Technically, like $1,800 per person.
For a week?
For
And is it
July
all in
27th to August 3rd, what would that be?
5-6 days?
Yeah, a week.
Okay, that's not bad. Is it all inclusive? Like, do you get food and drink
I
provided?
can't quite tell here.
Oh, goodness.
There are a couple suites that are available as well.
Mm.
And those are about $5,000 per person.
Oh my God, can we just get booked for it so they can pay for us to come?
Well, what should we do?
We could do Queen Out, we could do Shablam Live.
Should we reach out to Vacaya after we go to Australia and be like, we want to do Queen Out Verb on like one of your cruises?
Yeah, it's award winning. Come on, Vacaya. Leave a comment below if you want us to perform on your cruise.
No shade, but like imagine it, the Annie and Lorelei experience on a Vacaya
We'd
cruise
be
line.
great to host like a bunch of things on a cruise. Do you think?
What a fun way to travel too.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I want to go to Madagascar. There are some places, though, I got Shablammers that you shouldn't travel to if you're gay right now.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, America's one of them.
Hell yeah, it is.
Let me see. Hold on. I have to find it.
Shablammers, in the meantime, leave a comment down below if you've ever been on a cruise and what your experience was like on said cruise. Like we said, we've never been on one.
Yeah.
And we want to go on the right one if we're going to do it.
Yes. Tell us your thoughts and opinions. Okay, so don't go travel here right now, Shablammers. Maldives, Jamaica, Morocco, Malaysia, and Haiti. Because homosexuality is illegal there and not socially accepted in those destinations.
The Maldives is like...
Where is that?
That's like... Where?
Maldives.
The Maldives.
Why do I feel like that's off of Spain? I'm probably very wrong.
We probably sound so stupid right now. We're like, where's the Maldives?
Geography was never my strong suit.
No, not at all. South Asia.
I barely know how to get around.
In the Indian Ocean. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I've heard that it is. Well,
there
what
you
else
go.
you got to say about gay cruises?
I don't know. I think we should blame it.
I think so. I have a little. I started looking up cruising by mistake, and I found a little multiple choice question for you, or question and answer if you want to try to guess.
Okay.
Which U.S. city has been ranked the horniest city in the country by a poll conducted by Sniffies? I'm not going to give you a multiple choice. You can just guess.
No, give me a multiple choice.
Okay, fine. Was it Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Dallas, or Atlanta? What ranks number one in the horniest cities of the U.S.?
Atlanta.
No.
Dallas.
No.
Los Angeles?
Yes.
Really? The
We're the
horniest?
horniest here in L.A.
Why is that?
I don't know. You have to read the article and find out.
Oh.
Sniffies.com.
Okay. Sniffies, if you are listening, we're looking for sponsorship, no shade.
Yes, we are.
And Shablammers, if you're listening, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
Make sure that you leave a comment. You review the show.
Please subscribe.
You know, and it's okay to leave an honest review if you really feel that way.
Yes. As long as it's 5 stars and tells us how beautiful we are, leave whatever you want.
Yes. Make sure that you subscribe.
Yes. You can follow us both on all social media.
Mm-hmm.
We do some fun things here and there.
And in the meantime, remember that Shablam is a podcast where we get down to the bottom of life, love, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, no shade.
And gay cruises.
And gay cruises, and many more topics.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll see you next week, Shablammers.
Insert theme song here.